parents around these parts. You are on the air with the hostess with the mostest, sharing the good news that you can use as we talk community awareness and keep you in the know. I am Angela McNeil Woods, aliasly known as That Laurel Hill Girl, and today, you guys, I have another good one for you. Ooh, let me share, honey. First of all, I'm so sure you can already see the swag that's going on over there. Okay.
Thank you.
I have in the building, you guys, Mr. Jay, let me get it right, Abdussamad.
Yes, ma'am.
I hit it on the nail.
You hit it on the nail.
All right, I'm showing out today. Y'all, he is an entrepreneur, he's an artist, artisan, and so much more. We're gonna get into it, but welcome to the show.
Thank you. I really appreciate y'all having me on, and acknowledging, me the person. So,
That's right.
What I mean? Thank you very much.
Well, man, I tell you, you brought a lot of goodies with you today, and I want to go ahead and get into it. So when you hear that saying, when people do a lot of things, people wear a lot of hats. But I can honestly say that he does wear a lot of hats, and not just only does he wear a lot of hats, the brother makes hats. Ain't that right?
Yes.
And tell us about this piece that you have on right here.
This is a refurbished piece actually, but I added my own touch to it. This is a Stetson hat. Of course, if you know the history behind Stetson, first and foremost, I'm from Philadelphia. So being from Philadelphia, the history of Stetson runs through Philadelphia. Willie Stetson, or Stetson, he was a man that was born in New Jersey. He got sick and then went over to the West Coast, and then he came back to Philadelphia and started his hat company. Wow. So Stetson is big in Philadelphia, and it's just a sharp hat.
Big period. That's
you can style them, wear them any type of way. So it's a big thing.
We're gonna get into that.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about some Stetson. So now, is this home for you? So you said Philadelphia.
Yeah. I'm from Philadelphia, but this is home for me. I'm relocated. Here in Rock Hill.
Okay, good.
Rock
Shout
Hill,
out
South
to Rock
Carolina.
Hill, all right now.
The Rock,
Yeah.
This is home. This is home for me now. So this is where I have my family and I'm raising my family at. So, I love it. I like it.
You like it?
It's
Oh,
nice.
good.
It's good for me.
Okay. Is the weather different though?
I've been down here so long.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I go back, I ask if the weather different up there. So
Wow.
It's nice. It's lovely. 4 seasons. So we get a chance to experience all of the 4 seasons.
Now, Jay, are you the only artist in your family, or?
Oh no. I come from an art background. My father did auto body, so doing auto body. He was the painter and putting flames on the side of the bikes and all of that kind of stuff. And then my mother, in their own sense, she blessed, may God rest her soul. She was just an artist in the sense where she had me at 16 years old. So, she had young, so she used to show us a lot of stuff. So she crocheted, she sewed, she painted, she did everything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's where I got my artist background from.
Okay.
Both of my parents, you know what I'm saying? So it's a combination of both.
Yeah, they got that hustle.
Yeah, I got that hustle, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So when did you start, making hats? When did the desire hit you?
Well, I've always, it was a thing, like, to me, I've always been into fashion, like, I grew up Muslim in Islam, Islamic background, so we always wore a kufi, a hat, Isar had our crown. So it was always the interest of just the crown, you know what I'm saying, having a crown on, and just the difference in the dynamics, and like when growing up in Philly, you have the different sneakers, and you want to have your hat match the sneakers, and you know what I'm saying, you always wanted to be that, but then the interest came like right around 98, you know what I'm saying? When 1998, not to show my age or nothing like this, right? 98 when I was just kind of looking like how cross color came through, and they was just making the crazy looking hats and stuff, and then I was just like, man, I can do that, because when I went to school, I would have some stuff on, and they would think it was cross color, or they would think it was something else. So I was just like, man, I'm just gonna start my own journey with this, dibbling and dabbling, and everybody will always, when I come, like, oh man, I like your hat, or man, wow, where'd you get that at? You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started that journey with doing the hats and stuff like that. Yes.
Yeah, and now, is it any type of hat, or is it particularly the
all kind of hats?
Okay.
All kind of hats, like the Dobson. You can style a Dobson hat. Stetson is one of the main ones that I like. I personally couldn't afford them, but you know, you familiar with Cam Newton? He always wears the crazy hat. But there's an artist that I started following, and his name is Jonathan Fouquet, and he's from California, and he does all the crazy stuff with the hats and stuff like that. And those are just the ones I like try to get into, the crochet hats and stuff like that, or just finding any type of hat and then put my own spin on it. You know, that's another also creation that comes out of it.
Now, I heard that the Stetson hat takes like 2 days to make, you know, or longer.
Yes.
And, you know, they're highly coveted. You know, they've been on the scene since 1865.
Yes.
And they can cost as much as $5,000 or more.
They get up there. The hats get up there because they're different. You know, they get the beaver felt and then they make them, and then you got to shape them, and then, you know, they burn them, and then put the old wear and tear on them, and put the pieces of nostalgia into them, and so it's more or less about paying for the time and creativity. The process is what you're paying for, and then it's longevity, because it's like wine. You know, as the Stetson gets older and older, it just looks better and better. It just has that vintage look to it. You know. Yeah. So that's what they get expensive, you know, they get pretty expensive. You know?
Yeah, I watched that story about the Stetson hats, and I tell you, honey, they don't play about those hats. They really they show that love. You know, you're paying for it, but you're getting true quality. Yeah, and I love that.
Thank you.
Now, how far in advance, you know, would someone have to give you for you to make them a hat?
Typically, I would say give me like a week in advance, but kind of send me something about yourself. You know, tell me something about yourself. Tell me how personality. You know, I like to put the personality into it, and then, or if you just want them people to just let me freestyle, sometimes it comes out better that way. You know, but it just depends on depending on, you know, what you want and what you're looking for. You know, some people just like the plain look, or some people just want me to sharpen it up a little bit. You know what I mean? But you know, I have something wilder than this. I just wanted to be a little more tame, because this is my favorite. I'll go to this one because this is my favorite one. You know what I mean? Out of all of them, this is my favorite one. This has a history with me. The history with me is when I came to Carolina, this was the first hat that I picked up in Carolina. So I want to make sure if I'm coming to Carolina, I'm going to wear Carolina. I got to represent Carolina. You know, so.
Now, also, you know, like I said, he wears so many hats. He does so many things. I love the fact. Now, my sister and her husband, they make homemade soaps too. But they're busy doing other things, and I'm just so glad to hear that you do that. So, what types of soaps are there? Are they cold? Is it a cold process?
It's a cold process. It's a mixed process. Here, I got some of them right here.
Yeah, I love this
case. I have to have the nostalgic case. My wife she's behind that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the pusher of it. You know what I mean?
What's wifey's name?
Taraji.
Taraji.
And that's her, Nourishing Naturals by Tara.
Okay,
and,
now.
She picked that. That was her thing. You know what I'm saying? She picked that up. That became her thing. And you know, of course, you know, with any good, you know, power couple, you're gonna be the support behind it. You know what I'm saying? And it's all natural. Of course, if y'all look, y'all won't never know my age because you know the soap works. It's all natural, no animal products. She makes everything up, makes her own, you know, makes her own scents, put everything together, all essential oils. Everything is 100% organic, you know, and that's her thing, you know what I'm saying? So that's her thing, but our thing, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? I'm on the fashion side and on the clothes side, and that's her, you know, that's her piece, the soap making.
Okay, so is she on Instagram?
She is on Instagram, but we have the website for that, Nourishing Naturals by Tara, or you can email us at JLady1216, and she will, you know, get the orders ready, and you can see we are revamping our website for it right now, so everything's still back under construction. Because you know, a lot after COVID happened, and then you know we moved into some different directions, but we're still it's still ongoing. We also do hair care products.
Wow.
She does a lot of the natural hair lotions and all that kind of stuff. So that's us.
Jay, give me that one more time. JLady1216.
JLady1216 at gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Yes,
okay. All right. Now that lady is LADY.
LADY.
I got you. Okay. All right. Now I love it. So now, when she, in the process with the soaps, does she manually cut the soaps, or do you guys have a machine?
No, she everything is hand cut. Wow. Everything is, made right there, 100% handmade. Wow. If we could cut it with our hands, we would, but we have to use the cutter with it. But 100% all handmade. So even all the way down to mixing the essential oils and the smells, getting the scents, all making the scents and getting the scents down to the scents that we need. You know what I mean? So that's the process.
I'll tell you what, Jay. Now, the thing I'm loving is like you have a process for your hats,
right,
and you got a process for the soaps. So that tells me that you guys are passionate about what you do.
Very passionate about what we do. We are very passionate about what we do because the one thing that we've learned, being married, if nobody else believed in us, we believed in each other.
You better stay right there and play with it.
I ain't going nowhere. But we believed in each other, even down to the point where sometimes even where it clashed, and we seen our processes happening, and she has stuff in here, and I'm going to the refrigerator getting ready to eat something, and it's soap, but she's making some soap, she have to put it in the refrigerator so we get another refrigerator to store it. But it at the end of the day, it all made sense because even though we are our small business right now, the long-term thing is leaving our children something. That's right. So we are very passionate about our business. And
that's good. That's good. Wow. Now, like I said, so Jay, now how long have you been an artist?
My whole life. My whole life down to where it was tears coming because like I said, I grew up in an Islamic background, so drawing and imagery and all that kind of stuff right there. My mother was very religious, and she would try to stay away from creation and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I actually, when I was in 5th grade, I drew a self-portrait of myself, and I got accepted to go to Smithsonian Institute and all that kind of stuff. That's just awesome. For drawing and doing all that kind of stuff. And she was like, is it going to make money? You know what I'm saying? If it's not going to make no money or anything like that, leave it alone. Then she was like, I don't know too much about this, as far as our religion and stuff like this. So I kind of veered away from that, and then, stayed along the lines of education, but it will always haunt me, coming back to me. And, this is just, so I always look at it like, I don't say it's my calling, because our calling is to the Almighty Creator. Right. But this is just something that's always been in me, and I can't shake it.
He put it in you now.
He put it in you. I can't shake it. I find myself sitting down, scribbling on a piece of paper, doing something, napkins or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I've always, it's been in my whole life. My whole life, I would say.
And so you also make vintage tees.
Yeah, I do vintage tees. I have a lot of vintage collective pieces, like this right here. This is like one of the cropped jackets. If you're one of the people that know how to dress, like I always say, don't be afraid to get nothing from me, because you have to have the vision to go with it. And if you don't have the vision, I can help you. I can help you with it. I can show you some different things that you can put with it. You can wear with it. You can you can do a lot of different things, like this one. This is a piece that I found right here. This is Adrian Pirelli, 100% pure silk, with the cropped fit. You can put that on with some, some high-waisted, good old-fashioned Levi's.
I love the colors in it too.
Good colorway, you know what I'm saying? And then being in the vintage field, I try to have a little bit of pieces for everybody. The introductory pieces for the people who are just learning about vintage. Yeah. And for the youngsters that have the vintage, I still have all of the vintage for them too. I have 1994, Detroit Red Wings, you know what I mean? Like, this is the stuff that's in. I have all of the Carhartt jeans already distressed, and so I try to give a piece of.
Yeah, we talking about the process.
Yes.
You heard me say
I try to give a piece. I try to have a piece for everybody. The people who are just getting into vintage, the people who have already been into vintage, and then the people who just want to test it out. You know what I'm saying? So I have a variety of different things. Like something like that. You know what I'm saying? Old sunflowers. You know what I'm saying? Zip cropped it. You know what I'm saying? This is a 1998 piece.
They're running heavy right now, though.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's in.
So that's what's in.
Never goes out of style.
Never goes out of style. Never goes.
Now, how about what you got on now?
Now this right here,
that's swagalicious right there, honey.
This right here is one of my favorite jackets. I found this piece, and it was a bit intimidating at first, but one of my close friends, man, Ahmed, you know what I'm saying, he always be telling me, man, you had fit since '96. And he always say that, like, you know, he means when he says that, like, anything I pick up, he always be like, yo, I don't know how you do it, but you do it. So this piece right here is one of my favorite pieces. I picked this one up, you know what I'm saying. I put it with these, you know, of course you can't see down here, but I put it with some Merchant Jeans 5-panel denims, the Wimbledon Andre Agassiz, which are gold to accent the gold, and then, you know, I just went with it, you know.
All right, now.
That's what it is.
Y'all remember this name now.
Yes.
Jay Abdussamad.
Abdussamad.
All right, now, big things. So, how long have you been doing your graffiti drawings?
Graffiti, I've been doing that, like, you know, my earlier days, I'd probably say 93.
Yeah. You know how to break dance?
A little bit.
Okay. You still know how to do it?
A little bit. You know, I'm a big boy. I started playing football and stuff like that, so I can't quite move the way I think I should be.
How to do it. Yeah, I forgot now.
I can't move the way that I that I want to. I would like to move, but, you know, I grew up, like I said, Philadelphia. So graffiti was something that I have a photographic memory. So graffiti was something like walking up the, you know, getting on a bus, getting on the bus stops, getting on the train and stuff like that. Philadelphia is plastered with graffiti everywhere. You know, the expression of graffiti, you know, some people was looking at it like it's defacement, but other people was looking at it like it's an expression.
It's definitely
it's
an
a form of art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like 93. Around 93 is when I really start honing my craft and just doing just a bunch of different stuff with it. And, you know,
I heard it's 12 levels to graffiti. Like you can go from easy to complex.
You can go from easy to complex. You can go. Some people even get on Van Gogh status, you know, Picasso status. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's intricate. Like, you have to look at it and be like, man, that's crazy. And then some people walking by looking at graffiti don't even know they're looking at graffiti. That's how it is. Like, you can be. I know some artists that you could be thinking you're looking at a door, and they painted a door.
I love the ones that do it on the ground.
Yes,
and it looks like you're about to fall into something. You're like, wait a minute.
Yes. So there's so many dimensions to it. It gets really in depth. I snuck into the Art Institute of Houston. You know, early in my earlier days, you know, I was working, you know, married early, you know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to go to school, but, you know, you have to take care of family. So I came into the school with my portfolio and everything and carrying it around like I was a student. So a lot of stuff that I did learn from the Art Institute, they didn't even know I wasn't a student. I would just sit in the back of the class and, you know, the teachers would look at my work and just assume that I was a student there. So that's just what it was, you know, and I learned how to do color wheel, you know, mixed color and all that kind of stuff, and then draw from different perspectives and stuff like that to add to what I already had, my natural art. You know what I'm saying? So I
was gonna ask you, do you still have your graffiti books?
I have a sketchbook. You know, I do some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just vision. That's old. You see the water stains on it and stuff like that.
Wow, and, beautiful.
Like I still every once in a while do.
So did you dabble mainly in ink?
Ink, I do pen art, pencil, like you know.
So I was gonna ask you, was it just lettering? But you do the characters too.
Characters, cartooning, pastels, charcoal.
Wow.
Like I consider myself an artist to the point where I pick up anything, even junk art. Like I'll pick up, like my wife is like all the time, what are you gonna do with that? Like I'll pick up something off the side of the road and make it into something like I've made. I had some land up in Kings Mountain. I took an old sink and there was a spout and I made it an ostrich, you know, like drinking into the actual sink.
Just cool.
You know, just cool stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just all across the board artist. You know, I don't like to put myself in the prison of being an artist because that's what you're gonna always think of is just when you say art. You think of imagery and all that kind of stuff. No, just art. It's just the expression of everything. You know what I'm saying? Adding color to the world.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I love it. Blank canvas is what you want to do.
Blank canvas. Everything to me. Everything to me is a blank canvas. You know. So
do you airbrush? Use sprays or fabrics or all?
I do everything. Aerosol, you know, of course the old aerosol, of course we was called bombers. We take the spray paint cans, rattle cans and do all that, you know. My bike didn't look like everybody else's bike.
You had the nicest bike.
You know, mom would be mad. She'd buy me a brand new bike. She'd be mad. What did you do to the bike? You know, I'll go buy some spray paint and paint it a different color. You know, and just always did that. I was the kid in school that always wrote on my pants and did stuff like that, and everybody thought it was weird. And then eventually it became something. You know? So that was just it.
That is so cool, man.
Yep.
Now, so let me ask you this question: can people ask for commission pieces?
Yeah, people can ask for a lot of different things. Like I did pieces on the wall in the barbershops.
Okay.
You know, like
murals
and stuff like that. And I did pieces on clothes and just how I feel. You know, my art has always been one of them things. Just how I feel. You know, that's how I carry through life. Sometimes I would just put my head down and go straight work mode, and I would leave art alone for years, like 2 or 3 years or something like that at a time. But like I said, it's always something that just comes back. You know, it's like riding a bike. You know?
Just riding a bike.
Just get back on it.
Well, I'm glad that you're sticking with it.
Yes, I'm sticking with it.
That it's not sitting in the closet rotting or anything like that. Yes. You know, because I strongly believe as long as we have breath in our body, you know, we still can dream and make it happen.
Yes, you still can. You know, of course you can always do that. You know, another friend of mine that's an artist, Consla Art. You know, he's on Instagram. You know, he's doing a lot of soulful pieces and stuff like that.
Okay.
But we kind of bounce off each other. You know, we childhood friends. And his mother passed away, but she always told us, you know, pursue it. You know, because y'all guys are great at what y'all do. We even had pieces back when we was children that we collabed on, and it just was such a thing that we never got too deep into it. But now, when you get a little bit older, it's like, no, I have to do it. It's now or never. You know.
That's right. Now or never. I love that.
So I always want to make sure, I'm just going to do it for me. You know what I mean? I have to do it for me because it means something to me. Because it's not.
That's your.
It's not. It's a gift. It's a gift. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you just. Everybody can't do it. So then that's when you realize it's a gift, and you have to make something out of it. And I'm looking at it like, even if it's something that I can't truly fall in love with, it's something that I can possibly leave, generational wealth behind for my children. You know what I mean? So I have to go forth with it. You know.
I'm so glad that you stepped out on faith with it.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Wow.
For sure.
This is good stuff, you guys. All right, now, family. So this is the thing. Make sure that you are getting notifications. Subscribe to the channel so that you can be a part of the team. You know, we want to continue to have great content such as this, and so that you can keep meeting these awesome people with these inspiring stories. You know.
Yes.
And now, Jay, do you have any advice for the youth today, or just anyone in general?
Yeah. My advice to the youth is make sure, if it's not nothing against the Almighty Creator, do it. You know, if it's not nothing against, if it's not nothing against your parents, and I don't mean in the form like a rebellion form, because my mom's like, don't do it, but not in that form. But I mean in the form where it's not causing no harm. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Then you have to take your gifts and you have to do it. And also, the advice that I always give to the youth is stay with the youth. Even when you get older, stay around youth. Like I love the youth. I'm always around the youth because it keeps you youthful. That also keeps you in tune to what's going on. You know, all the new stuff is old and all the old stuff is new. Like that's just what it is. So it's a trade-off. So even some things that they can pick up from you, and some things you can pick up from them. So you always have to make sure you do everything wholeheartedly, and you have to invest in people what you would like. A saying in Islam is want for your brother what you want for yourself. Want more for your brother than what you want for yourself. That means wholeheartedly, like support everybody. I've always been a supporter to anybody. You know what I mean? Like if I know a person is doing something, then I'm gonna jump in there and support it. Like shout out to my boys, Energize Electric. They doing a big one now. They're new to Rock Hill as far as entrepreneurship. They're doing electrical work everywhere, all around. Landboy Landscaping. That's another one of my boys. We're all rolling right now. So that dude, he's doing a lot of filmography in Rock Hill. These are the people that that I'm certainly inspired by. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they're inspired by me. That we keep on and continuing to raise each other to a higher level.
That's right. I like that.
And that's the advice. You know what I mean? Support. Even if it's something that you're not interested in.
That's right.
Show up. Support. You know what I mean? means a lot.
You about to be scared, child.
Yes,
because that's what we all about.
That's it.
Celebrating, promoting, and supporting.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. I mean, and I don't know nobody who don't want no free advertisement. Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Now, Jay, how can people find you?
They can find me. I'm usually in Pineville, the Barnyard Flea Market.
The big one.
Yeah, 818.
Okay.
I'm always there on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. If not Saturday, Sunday. If not Sunday, then Saturday. Like that. I try to be there, and I'm at all the vintage events. Usually when I get notifications, or if I'm not working, because I work a full-time job, of course. Okay. But I'm at all of that right there. All your favorite vintage stores. A lot of those guys, they get a lot of stuff from me, and they put it in the store.
Okay,
of course.
Good
but
stuff.
you know what I mean. Shout out to them too. You know what I mean.
Right.
But that's where I'm at. You know what I mean. And right now, like I said, I put my business on wheels, so I'm always mobile. I can go anywhere. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
Or you can catch me anywhere. But right now, as of right now, man, I'm trying to take Rock Hill by storm. You know what I mean.
That's right.
I'm trying to be the household name to Rock Hill. You know what I'm saying. Just like when I seen your husband, you know what I'm saying? He told me what it was. I said, oh yeah, and I came like on a support note, like even if I was standing in the background, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all doing that, then I'm definitely a part of it, you know, because I want to be a part of something, because you can always say, hey, I remember when they started out. You know what I'm saying?
Right, okay.
I remember when they was right there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm get you the autograph stuff when you leave it.
Okay. For sure. for sure.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
For sure.
Wow. You know what? We can't thank you enough for coming out today.
No, I thank y'all, man. I thank y'all a lot because just having the opportunity that someone is interested in you is more than enough. You know, it's more than, it goes beyond, you know. And if my mother was here and my father was here, because both of them passed away, to see it right now, I can just picture, you know, because that was always my drive anyway, to make my parents, you know, proud of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everything that I always do is just, even in all of my family, you know what I mean? Even my extended family, you know, my other moms and my other dads that helped raise me, because my community raised me. You know what I'm saying? So just that is enough. You know what I mean? Just y'all acknowledging me. You know what I'm saying? It's just enough.
Jay, don't make me cry up in here.
No, man, being acknowledged by my own people is always the icing on the cake.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? If you acknowledged by your own people, man, what more do you need?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't need more. You know what I'm saying? So that means a lot to me. You know what I mean? It means a lot.
This is good, Jay. I'm going to stop you, Jay. I'm going to throw it now, okay? Family, let me tell you. Get your vintage tees if you want to go ahead and place that hat order. If you don't catch them at A18,
Pineville Flea Market. If you don't catch me at A18, I'm somewhere there.
Okay.
I'm somewhere there, because you know sometimes they shuffle stuff around, or I might have to go out of town or do something. I come back, somebody got the table or whatever.
Right.
But I'm there. Just look for me. You know, the big guy.
Oh, no worries, you guys. So
you know
I'm gonna do this cool promo card for you. It's gonna have some information for you guys. So if you can't get him, definitely reach out and we'll make it happen. Because we might use that hat next weekend or something.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, family. Jay is definitely local, not local, but famous around these parts.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all be blessed.
Y'all be blessed. Peace. Thank you.